Nailed it. Yeah.
There you go. Real quick.
So, yeah, baby. Dom, this week we got a kind of a shorter show, so it'll be a little bit more, jovial. I think we can carry on a little bit. But our main event got pushed to next week. So if you were ready to see Sean Harrington this week, he will be on next week. But this week we're still going to talk about something I think everybody's been talking about on the internets. And we're not too far behind. I know our show's on Thursday. A bunch of stuff comes out on Friday. Whatever. We got it within the week.
Right.
First up, though, in the state of gaming, we're going to be hitting the major Indie World Showcase. It's so cute.
It just dropped out of nowhere.
It's so cute. I didn't even know this was happening.
Nope, neither did I.
So at least there was a bunch of stuff about Nintendo Switch, and at least Mahaffey was kind enough to put together some show notes for us. But there was a bunch of stuff announced. So I'm going to read out the titles at least, and who the production library is. If you want to talk about any particular one, we should definitely dive into it. I've got one that I think I remember the original game, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's a new thing called this. So Bomb Rush Cyberfunk from Team Reptile. By the way, these names of these indie studios.
They're so awesome.
They're awesome. They're awesome. Axiom Verge from Thomas Happ Games, LLC. That's not an easy thing to say. That's right. Killing it. Eastward from Pixpil / Chucklefish. TOEM from Something We Made. Great name. Shovel Knight Pocket Dungeon from Vine / I don't think it's that Vine.
It's not
from
that
Vine / Yacht Club Games. It must be nice to have a Yacht Club Games. Damn. Metal Slug Tactics from Leikir Studios / Dotemu. Dotemu's great. Tetris Effect Connected from Monstars Inc., Resonair, and Stage Games / Enhance. Is that the same Tetris? The Tetris Tetris?
That's like one that we're going to talk about because that's like my favorite Tetris game of all time.
Tetris. Interesting. Okay. Far Changing Tides from Okomotive and Frontier Foundry. Loop Hero from Four Quarters / Devolver Digital. Boyfriend Dungeon from Kitfox Games.
That's my game.
That's so awesome. And then Necrobarista Final Pour from Route 59 / Coconut Island Games. That's those last two are the funniest names to me. Islanders Console Edition from GrizzlyGames / Coatsink. And then finally to round it out, the Garden Story from Picogram and Rose City Games. So let's jump back up to where we were at. Tetris Effect. How isn't Tetris a Nintendo property? And then how did they get the rights to even name it similarly? Or is there like Nintendo's like there's no way you're gonna have brand confusion?
I don't even think I don't think Tetris is a Nintendo property. I think it's an Atari property.
That's probably true. It's definitely probably true.
So Tetris Effect came out on PlayStation and also PC. And it's really cool. So it's like I never played the multiplayer mode, which it looks like they have a multiplayer mode in this one. But I played the single player campaign, which you would think like, how does Tetris have a single player campaign? But it's this really beautiful imagery and really incredible music. And I played it in VR. It was like one of the only games that I ever played in VR. And I really, really enjoyed it because it's like fully immersive. So essentially,
in VR? A Tetris game in VR?
Yeah. So it's so hard to explain. Like the first level of the game, you're doing your Tetris things, and there's like whales like coming in, and the music's playing, and it switches scenery and all that stuff. And then the next level has like an Asian theme to it, and it's really cool. And you just keep going and going and going, and the music is so satisfying and so calming that you're like, all right, cool. I'm just gonna play Tetris for hours. It's really good.
You would imagine like a whale, music is fine. Music is music. All games have it, but like a whale randomly showing up is going to definitely take away your concentration on where that block fits, and then trying to get that 4-line Tetris move. Like, especially if it's competitive. So that's pretty interesting, man.
Do you have a Switch?
I do not.
Okay.
Maybe I'll get that OLED edition and be that guy.
Yeah.
Just jump in it right at the end.
The other Tetris game that's out for Switch, Tetris 99, which is it's free, and it's like Battle Royale Tetris where you play against 99. It's 99 players, and you have to knock each other out. That's really good too. But Tetris Effect is good if you just want to hang out. Shout out Joe Dix from the Free Cheese podcast because he's the one that put me on to Tetris Effect.
Nice.
Yeah.
Joe
pretty.
Dick.
Joe Dix, yeah.
Great name. Joseph Dix.
Fantastic name.
Awesome. The next one. All right. So you Boyfriend Dungeon from Kitfox
I don't know.
Games.
I have nothing about Boyfriend Dungeon.
I'm just gonna read the plot for this one, and then the same thing for Necrobarista Final Pour. So the first one, Boyfriend Dungeon, is this heartfelt dungeon crawling dating sim. Use the in-game cash you earn from fighting monsters to woo your weapons on romantic outings. What?
Hell yeah!
Multiple combat styles just mean more cuties to forge relationships with. Boyfriend Dungeon launches for Nintendo Switch later today. So evidently it did come out today, supposedly. So that's
hell yeah! I should download it. I wonder how much it is,
dude. It's like you know what? I'm not really crushing it on Tinder or Hinge or Bumble or whatever those dating apps are, but I know I'm gonna find my boyfriend in this dungeon.
On Boyfriend Dungeon, dude. Max level.
Hell yeah! Necrobarista Final Pour. This synopsis: in a story about coffee and death, this anime-style visual and novel. Okay. Follows a dynamic cast of characters as they navigate a fantasy Melbourne's coffee culture. Like Australia, the questionable ethics of necromancy and the process of letting go. This expanded director's cut of the original game features new story content and remastered visuals. There's even a new studio mode where players can create their own dialogue and stories. Necrobarista Final Pour will launch as a timed console exclusive for Nintendo Switch also later today. So nice. Looks like a lot of these came out today. A couple of these got punted. Tetris Effect isn't coming out until October 8th. Which kind of sucks, but at the same time, that's pretty dope, man. I think one of the things I do like, and we've talked about this on the show a lot, is when the individual little indie, I say little, no disrespect, man, like the little shops get their shine, right? And even with shows like ours or Summerfest and things like that, there's definitely an audience for people that want to play the I guess they're not like shiny glossy game, right? The one that's like. And then the funny thing is, like, there are people who line up around the block for Cyberpunk 2077 and then like get totally disappointed.
And then shit on it for 6 months because it's not what CD Projekt Red said it was going to be.
Yeah. I mean, beggars can't be choosers, man.
Yeah.
But that's the big thing for State of Gaming this week. I don't have anything crazy I'm playing right now. You know what? Right now, this is kind of funny. We're going to talk about it later on in the episode here, but the biggest new character in Fortnite this week is Free Guy. Yeah. A shirtless version of Free Guy with a good guy dance that people have already made the Deadpool avatar do. So that's even more Ryan Reynolds Inception there. I love it. I'm enjoying it. Superman got released, at least the version of Superman I like, where he looks like New 52. No red underwear. Just straight up
all blue suit.
Dope.
Kind of high collar. Yeah, it's just sweet, dude.
Okay.
I was gonna say, so you're still playing Fortnite ish?
When I have time. It's like I said, I booted up and like those. I'm sure you've seen the TikToks, the Instagram stories, whatever, where like somebody just presses the Xbox like controller light, and you hear the for the Xbox in the background, and then you hear their significant other like, "What the fuck
are you doing?"
It definitely happens every once in a while. At least Michelle's polite enough just to give me like a laser glare, like I just have to dodge the beams. But no, I mean I'm more or less just like worried about the one time I do have a chance to play, and like Margot's asleep, Michelle's doing whatever, that I can hit that button and it's just already up, instead of me waiting for like a massive download and then the baby wakes up in the middle of the download.
Yeah,
I know that nightmare hellscape's coming, and I'm gonna try to dodge it as much as I can. Just gotta turn it on. Just gotta, every once in a while. But I digress. What are you playing, man?
Fuck, I've been playing World of Warcraft. I'm back on that bullshit, like heavy.
Bro, I'm telling you, people that are watching your streams, they love your streams. And I encourage people who watch this show just to tune in even if it's just for the way Dom kind of like heckles like the screen. I think whenever you let your internal monologue kind of come out, that shit's hilarious. And then of course we have people like Jake and Joe and Jake may join and play along with you every once in a while. Or
that was a good time. Before Blizzard fucking patched time walking dungeons so you don't get a bunch of XP.
I know,
which is bullshit.
I think he's excited about playing the new content though. So
I'm stoked to get into Shadowlands. You're up. My Demon Hunter is in heroic gear because I've been playing the shit out of this game, and my mage I just did normal Sanctum of Domination today on my mage, and it's the alt luck of the draw where your main character doesn't get shit. Like I'm still in Raid Finder weapons, and my alt got a normal best in slot weapon literally on its first run, and I'm like, well, that's typically how that goes.
I would love to know if there was like really like an algorithm at Blizzard that's like,
it's
you got to get people playing with more characters, more tunes, and this is how we do it.
Everything on my main is like 235 to 249 or 250 item level, and my two weapons are like 213, and I'm like, fuck, this is terrible.
Damn.
But I've been playing that. I've been playing Diablo 3 again. Season 24 is out, which every season of Diablo seems like it's the same season because they don't keep adding shit. Like they're like new transmog sets, and I'm like, that was the same shit that it was last season. They just keep using the same one, but I know you
play Destiny 2 on Saturdays as well. And we're going to talk about something coming up here, and then have Sunday morning cards. Sunday morning cards is the name of your show. I love that.
That shit's fun. That's just a quick stream where I drink a cup of coffee and play and get my ass kicked in Magic. And there's new stuff for that coming out. There's also new stuff for Destiny 2 coming out in the next 2 weeks. So a lot more content there, which is really awesome. But other than that, I not much. I mean, that sounds like a lot. Like it sounds like I'm playing a lot. It's definitely not a little.
It's not a little. I'll give you it's definitely not a little. But no, man, I'm definitely happy you're keeping up content, and I'm loving that you're still digging the show. So let's keep it moving. This is great.
Yeah.